Because my mission here is very simple. It's the mission of the past 23 years of my life. It's to help make doing good doable. To invite you to find your own way to leave a legacy of impact. I want to share with you a story that starts more than 20 years ago when I was a kid inspired to fight against child labor, and that carried me from the suburbs via Oprah's couch and 60 Minutes around the world in 45 countries where we built over 1,000 schools and helped over 1 million people lift themselves out of poverty. I want to share with you stories. Stories of our founding, stories of our mistakes, stories of perseverance, courage, compassion, resilience. You know, I've had a lot of amazing teachers over the years, CEOs, presidents, people whose titles would impress. But one of the most amazing people I ever met, she was 4.5 feet, if that. She was an indigenous leader high in the Andes Mountains of Ecuador. And one time we had a school build, our supplies arrived a little bit late, so we didn't think we could finish the school in time. But she took a few steps outside of her home and she shouted this word so loudly, Minga. What we didn't know is that everyone else understood the word. Children, elders, women, men, everyone came, strangers from neighboring villages. We had the roof hoisted up in record time. And I asked the chief, what's a Minga? And she explains that in her culture, it pulls everyone together. Everyone stops whatever they're doing for individual gain and they come together for the collective good. And then she turned to me and said, what's the word in English? I shrugged my shoulders. I didn't know. You know, she taught me a lesson that day. I used to think that because we were part of a community, we help each other. But she taught me, because we help each other, we become a community. So one of the greatest lessons I ever learned was from Arun Gandhi, who's Mahatma Gandhi's grandson. And he asked his grandfather, how do you know that we're going to win against the British? So Gandhi turned to his grandson and handed him one of his school pencils. And he said, can you break that pencil? Gandhi smiled and handed 2 pencils. I think that we could add a few more, and then a few more. You gotta give it a go? Okay, you gotta cheer on. Let's hear this. So when Gandhi turned to his grandson, the grandson said, but I could break 1 so easily. 2 was hard. 3 was impossible. Because when they're together, they're unbreakable. It's the lesson in any company, any movement, any family. When we come together, we are unbreakable. And I hope that in these stories, you'll find your own embers of inspiration to live your life of impact. So in the time that I have with you today, I hope to convince you that we can all make doing good doable.